Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello there, a very beautiful day to you, and thank you for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorogo Elkanah Moore. Today on the program, we shall be taking a look at the Nigerian economy from the viewpoint of industry operators. And so Let's Talk, our close-up is with a real estate development and construction mogul, goal-getting entrepreneurial expert, philanthropist, and acclaimed industry captain, Jide Olumodimu, who is the founder, group managing director, and chief executive officer of Aklan Group, a frontline full service real estate development and construction company in Africa, and one of the most distinguished CEOs in Nigeria to look out for in 2024. On Spot On, our focus is on CleanSep Integrated Energy Solutions Limited, a world-class energy solutions marketing company in Nigeria. And on the face-to-face is a quintessential gentleman, certified project development and management strategist, experienced entrepreneur, versatile facility solutions management expert, team player, and industry captain, Oluwashino Olide, who is managing director and chief executive officer of Sable Rapid Nigeria Limited, a renowned integrated facility management solutions provider in Africa, and indeed one of the most distinguished corporate brands in Nigeria to look out for in 2024. This is a must watch. Stay with us. Sonny Ekalume is the managing director and chief executive officer of Bridge Clinic, Nigeria's foremost and ISO certified IVF center, and indeed one of the most distinguished lifetime awardees for 2024.
IVF is expensive anywhere in the world. That is the fact. And the reason is because of the input cost and what it entails. More so, especially in Nigeria, if you run an IVF clinic, you must have power 24/7. You know what that means in terms of cost of running generator and paying for electricity. Then also is the medical consumables that we use. They are all imported, and you know what the cost of dollar recently has been doing. So IVF is expensive, but again, as a clinic, we take cognizance of the fact that people require this service, and we put that at the back of our mind when we are also determining our cost.
This is Aklan Group. Welcome to our world. Aklan Group is a world-class quality integrated full-service real estate company operating in major cities with core competencies in property development, advisory, facility and project management, amongst others. At Aklan, we specialize in acquiring, developing, and investing in sustainable housing properties in cities across Nigeria. Jide Olumodimu, a quintessential gentleman, experienced real estate professional, visionary entrepreneurial expert, philanthropist, and acclaimed industry captain, is the founder, chairman, group managing director, and chief executive officer of Aklan Group.
I would say the first seeds were sown in my mind as a young boy, following my mom to the market on Lagos Island. Driving on the bridge, looking out the window, I used to look at the tall buildings on the marina, and I used to wonder, how did these buildings come about? But it was dormant. Further down the line, 10 years ago, we came to Victoria Island and started our very first project called Boys Court. Vantage, which was a success, and with double Vantage, we went to Fabian, which was even a far bigger project at that time, and it was a success. In 2019, we had yet another inspired thought to take the business to another level. Because of what will happen in Turkey, and because of that drive, we decided, you know what, we can do this thing not in Turkey, but in Nigeria. And that year was what I termed our leap year. On a Sunday, we passed Ahmadu Bello. And as we were passing, I looked at the gate of Equaland. I said, what's inside this city? And I drove in and I saw the great infrastructure and the abundance of land. And I saw these tall buildings. Can we do this on our own? And I said, yes, we can. But it had to be different. We had to be different from what we were before. So we took time out again to refit the dream, upscale our team, and there we have it now. The rest is history.
So far, so good. Aklan Group has grown in leaps and bounds. Evelyn Edumo, a delectable woman, goal-getting professional, and resourceful project management expert, is the Chief Operating Officer of Ackland Group.
Ackland Properties is a full-service real estate organization with a strong presence in major cities. Our core is to acquire, develop, and put together housing solutions for multiple homeowners, home and abroad. As you know, there's a housing deficit in the country, and we serve as a major player in that industry, trying to close that gap by providing fantastic, affordable housing solutions in the best locations with quality infrastructure, and giving an all-round 360-degree quality of service to the purchasers and our subscribers at large. Ackland Properties and Investment Limited, which is growing into a development and investment company, is a part of a group. So Ackland Group runs a 360-degree offer that covers conceptualization, development of housing solutions, and also we are into the construction industry, where we have an arm of the group that does construction. Then we have the facility management company too, that handles post-construction services for our subscribers. And amongst it, we have other subsidiaries that are propping up all as part of the group. We concluded 10 years last year. We're 10 years old, and we've been able to achieve so much as a company, and we're looking into the next few decades of our existence with the help of course, our amazing stakeholders and the subscribers at large. Our vision is to be one of the most sought after real estate companies locally and globally, providing sustainable housing solutions to various home searchers worldwide. Our mission also is to surpass client expectations, delivering superior value, and giving all of our stakeholders good return on their investment. We will do this by continuously learning and observing industry trends, matching customers' needs and lifestyle choices across the range of exclusive products that we have on offer. Our core values, revolve around 7 things, which we term with the acronym PRESTIGE, starting with the first thing, people.
Chris Ndulue, a professor of geology, certified petroleum engineer, highly acclaimed aviation services management professional, vision-driven entrepreneurial expert, and industry captain, is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of CleanServe Integrated Energy Solutions Limited, a frontline aviation support solutions provider in Nigeria, and indeed one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024.
Well, I think the oil marketing industry is going through a different. There are some changes happening right now. Over the past maybe 20 years, Nigeria has had to depend on importation of petroleum products. So that market has been structured, has become structured around importation. So it's an import-dependent industry. And that's about to change with Dangote Refinery and so many other modular refineries that have started operations. So what this means is that the structure is going to change. This may affect a lot of the middlemen who are in the business of importing this product and selling to other marketers who sell to the final consumers. So I think these are the kind of changes that are going on right now, and what people or players in the industry are doing is trying to realign themselves in such a way as to remain in business or remain relevant, even in the evolving industry, because the industry now is going to be dependent on local production of the products that we market. So that's a lot of changes. It's going to also impact on the logistics of the industry, the importation, the foreign exchange requirements, and to some extent on the pricing. So I think that it's a good change, but we have to prepare for this change and be able to adapt to the change. The aviation industry it's not an easy one because it is cost intensive, it's labor intensive. There are so many things happening there. What many people point to is the cost of aviation fuel most of the time. That's the major cost anyway, but it's just one of the major costs. For some airlines, it might be the number one cost. But there are so many other issues in the aviation industry that are begging for solutions. And I think that we need to consciously make efforts to give support to the airlines and make sure that they're able to operate, even in this environment that we all describe as harsh. I think that when you are in the aviation industry, especially airline operators, we have to be very specific. So many people are in the industry, but the airline operators needs a lot of support to be able to continue to operate.
We are called CleanServe Integrated Energy Solutions Limited. We are a world-class energy marketing company positioned to provide all aspects of aviation fuels. CleanServe leverages on technology and automation unique web of leading aviation fuel experts and strategic partners to offer the industry a comprehensive set of solutions. At CleanServe, we deliver high-quality, safe, and timely aviation fuels. CleanServe Integrated Energy Solutions Limited. Clean energy at its best. Oluwashino Olide, a quintessential gentleman, certified project development and management strategist, experienced entrepreneur, facility solutions management expert, team player, and industry captain, is the managing director and chief executive officer of SEPT Rapid Nigeria Limited, a frontline facility solutions provider in Africa, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2024.
SEPT is a Pan-African organization, a company with a head office in South Africa. Our major focus is workplace solutions provision. So we provide workplace solutions for the office. So what that means is that we take individual organizations and allow them to focus on their core activities while we focus on every other activity that helps them, deliver on their core. Administrative services, facilities management services, and every support services that they require, up to catering, security, the whole value chain, to enable the client focus on their own core and leave the headache of managing or running the day-to-day activities to the company. SEPT has operations in 26 countries in Africa, including Nigeria, and we provide those services in all those countries. We have over 32,000 staffs in these countries. SEPT Rapid Nigeria is a subsidiary of the SEPT Group under the SEPT International brand. So there's a SEPT International brand that's under the SEPT Group, and then SEPT Rapid Nigeria falls under the SEPT International brand. We do the same thing as the mother company does in South Africa. Our focus is the Nigerian market, and we are expanding our capacity and capability and businesses across every state of the country. We've been in operation in Nigeria for over 11 years and in Africa for over 51 years. We are an integrated workplace solutions provider. What that means is that we provide services across a wide range of spectrum for the client. So I'll start from the soft services angle. Soft services are things like janitorial, pest control, fumigation, coffee services, catering services. We provide front of office services, that's receptionists, We provide help desk services under the soft services portfolio. And we provide special cleaning services. Under the hard services portfolio, we provide engineering services. So we maintain ACs, generators with dedicated teams in-house to deliver on that. We maintain, power system, energy efficiencies, where we use IoTs and specialized tools to monitor energy, dashboard energy, provide the client projects that would deliver bankable savings within the first 3 to 6 months of delivery of such project. We have our IoT monitoring center in South Africa where we monitor the energy levels and able to tell the clients where their energy usages are and where the leakages are occurring, saving them hundreds of thousands, if not even hundreds of millions of naira in energy usage. Apart from that, we also deliver project management services where we're able to deliver projects for client innovation projects, building projects in the built environment. We also deliver, facility management consultancy for the client. Clients want to do facility management bids, proposals. They want to go to the market to find best in class. But sometimes our clients don't know how to define what they really want and package what they really want to the client. So we go around, help them define, do a gap analysis, look at what they really need in terms of how they operate, and help them design the right kind of proposal to present to the market to secure the right kind of facilities manager. And in some cases, we can partner with them to do this end-to-end and even be the consultants and then deliver projects for them. Apart from that, we also are heavily invested in technology. We deliver technology platform that serves the workplace environment, right from security systems to workplace management systems that help the client to deliver on their day-to-day objectives for their workplace. And the objective of the workplace is to attract the right kind of people, retain them, and make your staff happy. Once you have a happy staff or happy team, you have efficiency, you have delivery, you have happy clients. And that's what we work with the client to deliver. Our vision is to be an ally to our clients. We want to help them deliver on their objectives. And vision is to be the go-to facilities or integrated workplace management service provider in Nigeria. And we are working very hard towards achieving that. We've made several milestones in the industries. We've gotten several industries recognition in that line. And we really focus on developing our people, because we know that it's when we develop our people that our people can impact the client and the immediate environment, as a whole. So we strive to develop our people to serve our client and to serve our community as a whole. Community impact for us on an African or a Pan-African level is very, very vital, and it's part of our driving agenda as an organization, or our purpose that drives us as an organization. So to be successful in an environment like Nigeria, number one, you need to be aware that you're operating in a unique environment, and it requires a unique approach. For a growing company to be the MD is not what I call a tush job. All right. So you need to be on top of the game every minute. You are there scanning the environment for what is changing, but you must also be present in scanning the entire environment for what needs to change to prepare for what is coming ahead. And that takes dedication. That takes a lot of extra hours. That takes a lot of hard work. And you cannot be as far from the business as a typical Nigerian MD would want to stay off, especially in this kind of our environment. Sometimes you get to the brass tacks. Sometimes you stand back and look at the bigger picture. Sometimes you steer back, let the system run itself. while you are scanning. But you need to know when to step in, when to step out, when to intervene, when not to intervene. And I think it's that intricate balance that allows the system to continue to grow. We operate a very lean top management system because we have strong people at the top who are able to take up a lot of responsibility while we balance the interplay between the internal environment and the external environment, scanning for threats. And doing things right in our environment makes you the odd one out sometimes, but you just need to stick to it because at the end of the day, the long-term gains make up for whatever immediate kind of impact that you think is going to have on you. SEBO is 51 years. There's a lot of lessons you can learn from a 51-year-old company. And those are the lessons we hold on to and we take and we bring forward. And they are not extraordinary lessons. They are just lessons of commitment, hard work, not being tempted to go astray, doing things the right way all the time. I think for me, as I said, there's no special magic wand or secret sauce somewhere. It's just the discipline of staying the course. SEBO Rapid started as Rapid Facilities in Nigeria about 12 years ago. Rapid Facilities existed as a facility management company in Nigeria. And then at a point it was acquired by the SEBO Group, transforming into SEBO Rapid. It's the next phase of our transformation, transiting into a full-fledged SEBO company. We are moving from SEBO Rapid to become SEBO Nigeria, and at the same time trying to reposition ourselves in the market and try to put the brand out there. As I said, our mission is to be the go-to facility management company in Nigeria. And we want to use this rebranding opportunity to put ourselves out there, to reposition the brand and to create strong brand awareness in the market of SEBO as a Pan-African organization or company with presence in Nigeria. The facilities management industry is growing. We are not where we were maybe 5 years ago. There's been a lot of awareness, a lot of activity build up. There are indigenous associations coming up now where facility management practitioners can associate and form a body with a voice and to push the facilities management agenda. 5 years ago, you would go around and if you mentioned facilities management, you would think you're talking about banking facilities. But right now, there's education in the market. You will go to an estate and you will hear people talking about the facilities manager. You will go in an office, and people who are aware of facilities management and the role of the facilities manager. I think the gap that exists is right now in knowledge and technology and how to deliver more value as a facility manager. Because, Nigeria as it is, when a new field opens up, everybody rushes in. And the effect of that is that it commoditizes the services. It becomes quite generic. And everybody says, what's a facility manager doing that I cannot do? My sister-in-law can sweep. My uncle can provide the best control services. So that's where the real industry experts needs to show and deliver value. What's special about what we deliver. And so that is where the facility management industry is in its growth, to demonstrate to the market the value add that it brings on board, apart from the day-to-day commoditized services. That's our approach as SEBO, to differentiate in that line. ISO 9001 2015 is a quality management standard that we are subscribed to as a SEBO. And what that means is that we document what we do and we do what we say. It's about focusing on the voice of the client, checking the pulse of the client, and having a way to self-correct ourselves based on what the client feels about how we deliver. The focus of that ISO certification is, what is the client saying? How does the client feel about your service? Is the client happy about your service? And the system forces us to monitor that process to ensure that we make the changes as the clients require it, and to self-test and self-evaluate on an ongoing basis. So if you're a client with SEBO, you would get regular calls from a third-party appraiser to say, how is SEBO doing? Please, on a call from somewhere, we won't know, anonymous, to say, how is SEBO doing? What is SEBO doing? What are you happy about with SEBO? What are you not happy about with SEBO? And that comes back to us, to the highest point, to my table as the top management official of this organization.
We want to be the leading facility management service provider.
And that's a good point to call it a wrap on today's package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to any of our other portals, as you can see on the screen. Our sincere gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes, I remain Olorogo Elkanah Moari. Please, let's do this again, same time, same channel next week. We'll see you then.